hired an offensive lineman today, the team that had 11 of them. Why do you need another one?
Well, Chris Patrick was a guy we looked at in the offseason, and I think when we were approached by Toronto, and it was a win-win deal because he was a guy, like I said, we wanted in the offseason, but we weren't able to obtain, and it came across the table, and we thought he was a good fit, and I think it'll increase our depth at the O-line spot, especially at the tackles.
So that's what you're looking at him as a tackle?
Yeah, he's a tackle. We'll just increase that depth there so we can make sure we go in game day, opening day, with the best roster.
Did McCormick being released and being injured, that kind of accelerate the process a little bit?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. And like I said, it was just one of those things where, we didn't reach out. To my understanding, it was just one of those calls where they're going to do some things, their ratio fit in, and we had to jump on it.
What does it say to the young guys you have here? Do you say that maybe they're not ready to step up into that role yet?
It says it's pro football. And there's going to always be competition as long as I'm the head coach of the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
So how does that shake things up now with training camp?
Well, the thing about it is he won't practice before the game. After the first game, he'll learn the offense and he'll come in and, our deal is to put the best product on the field. So some guys may get worried, but if you're performing, you're doing what you need to do, you'll have a spot on this team.
Seems you guys have been practicing all over the map recently. Is it a bit of a logistical nightmare to go from the university to Saskatoon to here?
The guys have handled it well. We've handled it well. I've looked, and it's been pretty good right now. I think we have a moose jaw left. Right now we're practicing under light so the guys can get used to, with the later time being able to play. So a lot of this stuff is things myself, Jeremy, and BT sit down in the offseason and say, hey, let's do it this way. Let's do some things here. And, we don't want the team to be comfortable. There's some variables in it, and the guys are handling it real well.
Is that the whole point of, I guess, of being here tonight? Is that?
Yeah, without a doubt. You want to, they have to get used to playing at night, because that'll be something different for them. And some guys won't practice, but we just want to make sure that they're not stuck in a training camp mindset when we go in the game. And, we'll have to fix the rotation, but, for the most part, it'll get us ready for the season.
And I guess how nice is it to be here? I mean, this is where you're going to play football.
I'll tell you what, this looks awesome right now. It looks awesome to have all this. It's state-of-the-art. And the guys are excited. Sam Hurl, he's like, wow, I'm excited going to play under the lights. So it's good, to let the guys feel how, it would be for them to play at home also. Because, they need to get used to it.
It's a pretty short turnaround. You're back at 8:15 tomorrow morning. What do you think they'll do to the guys? Does that get them going? Is that it's like a 2 a day?
No, well, but tomorrow is more of a special team deal. So,
okay.
We won't wear them out. But that was something we did have to look at and have to change it. At first, this was going to be a padded practice, but because there's such a short turnaround, we just decided no pads and get the guys running around and get ready for in the morning.
You've obviously got a lot of new guys out here, but what about some of your older guys like Craig Butler coming back? I know you didn't have him last year, but what do you expect from a guy like him?
Well, new guys, old guys, vets, all the same. When you look at Craig, he's a guy that we expect big things from. If something happens to James Patrick, then of course he'd be, one of the candidates for the starting safety spot. We're really looking for him to do things on second down and just be a big part of what we do in different packages and definitely in special teams. I like to see him grow into a team leader. I told him the other day sometimes you have to take a step back to step forward, so I think it'll be good for him to learn.
You think he's developed that maturity even just in 1 year?
Well, situations occur, and hopefully it depends on how he handles it, that I hope he, turns into a leader because he did some good things last year. I think he's, dealing with trying to find how he fits in. Next week we'll put some more things in that'll be, more, for him, so he'll be ready to go.
Is Chris Patrick here?
Chris Patrick is not here as of yet. I think he'll be in tomorrow, but he'll be here the next couple of days, so you can get him, Murray.
All right.
Any idea on quarterback rotations for Wednesday?
I tell you what, you can get that tomorrow. Right now, for Kahari, those guys are sitting down, and I just gave them the travel list, and so they hadn't had a chance because they came right over, and we just finished it, but we'll let you know about the rotation tomorrow.